need to pull up chat because streaming on Twitch is a lot easier than streaming on YouTube. Okay, I'm now streaming onto both platforms, which is fine with me. I like YouTube because it keeps the VODs, but I like Twitch because it will show me to more people. Here's the thing. Here's the situation. I need to get better at Sudoku for my morning New York Times streams. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice Sudoku. What time is it? It is 8:15. At 9, I'm going to be taking some Benadryl for sleep, which is terrible for me. I understand that. I don't care. It helps sleep. And from there, see what happens. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do a new one, right? Hard on here is basically medium for New York Times. So it's given that one of these two are 1. And then like one of these 3 are a 1, so you just don't mark it. However, it is given that one of these two are a 1. And then this here is a 1. Which, does that help out? Maybe. If we take a look at 2s now, what do we have? We know that this here, no, one of these two are a 2. It could be either of these two. What else can we learn? We know that any of these 3 can be a 2. So one of these 2 are a 2, which makes over here these 2 are a 2. One of these 2 is a 2. So let's take a look at 3s now. We know that one of these 2 are a 3. And we know that one of these 2 are a 3, which is, it's not bad. It's not exactly what I'm hoping for, but it is fine. Actually, no, I know that one of these 2 are a 3, which makes this one, it has to be a 3. That's how that works. If we take a look at 4s now, we only have 2 4s, which kind of sucks. So one of these 4, or one of these 3 can be a 4, and then any of these 4 can be a 4. From there, any of these 3 can be a 4, and that's really all that we can know so far. If we take a look at 5s instead, we know that one of these 3 in the top right is a 5. We know that, let's see, one of these 2 over here is a 5. We don't know which ones yet, unfortunately, but it could be worse. Take a look at 6s now. We know that this here is a 6. 6, there we go. What does that show? Not much, honestly. One of these 2 are a 6. From there, one of these 2 are a 6 as well. From that, any of these 3 can be a 6 as well. And we just know that, actually, we know that this one right here is a 6. So that makes this a 6. From there, we're just kind of stuck. No, we're not. This right here is a 6, which makes this over here a 6. And that completes all of the 6s. From here, this here is a 7. This here is a 7, which is kind of sweet. We know that this here is a 7. And this is a 7. And that is all of the 7s done. We take a look at the 8s now. What do we know about 8s? We know that one of these 2 is an 8. We know that one of these 2 is an 8. There's also, actually, any of these can be an 8, and then any of these 3 can be an 8. So we just don't mark those. We could if I was smart, but I'm not smart enough. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 5. This is a 5. Does that help me here? It does, actually. So I know that this here is a 5, which makes this a 1. And does that change anything? No, not really. Actually, it does, because I now know that these two ones and these two ones are tied together, which is honestly not that bad. Where was I at? Uh, sixes are done. Sevens are done. Let's take a look at eights. We did eights. I know that right here, this is an 8. What does that show me? It shows me that this here is an 8 because of this 8 right here. Any of these three can be an 8, so I'm not going to pretend to know what's going on. And then one of these two are an 8, which, I mean, unless, so if this is an 8, then these two here, and then these two are tied. Although, I don't know if that's the case, so I'm not going to pretend to know. I'm going to go back to 1. Um, Ones are still tied. Actually, I need to take a look at 9s. I didn't take a look at 9s. We only have 2 9s, but those 2 9s are very useful because of this 9 and this 9 show me that this here is the only place for a 9, which makes this a 2. And then this 9 here and this 9 here shows me that this here is a 9. From there, what do we have? We have right here and right here being a 9, as well as here and here. So these are a 2-9 pair, but they aren't, and here's why. This 9 over here crosses to here. So this is a 2. I messed up. This is a... You're right. Oh my gosh, I messed up again. So this is a 2, and this is a 9. And that fills the row. If I take a look back at the 2s and see if anything changes, I do know this is a 4 because of this 3x3 square. One second. I have to look because I have a project due on Thursday. I need to work on it tomorrow. One second. This is actually quite serious. Um, I just give me a second. I really need to think about this. I'm gonna pause this actually. Okay, I sent a reply. I'm going to work on that most of tomorrow because it's due in the afternoon on Thursday, uh, which is going to be perfectly fine, actually. It's not too big of a deal. It's a good thing that it was brought up because it is a group project that does not happen to have a lot of. It just legitimately did not have any talk about until today. It's like a group project that we should have gotten done and done together. That we should have gotten together and done. Honestly, like Monday, but we didn't, and that's absolutely fine. Throwing it together last minute, putting a lot of time into this, and like putting most of tomorrow into this is that's just better how I function. But for now, I'm doing Sudoku. So let's take a look at twos. Has anything changed? No, not particularly. So I do know that now this is a two. And then where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I know now that these are twos and these are twos, which it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Now, if we take a look at threes right here, this is a freebie. Let's take more of a look into these threes. One of these two are a three, so we're going to mark them. We take a look at a four now. Where are we at on fours? Any of these three can be a four, but wait a second now. This isn't right. This here is a four. But that can't be the case, right? No, it can. And here's why. I didn't mark this one as a two. It should have been marked, so I shouldn't have put either of these as a two. But it is. So this isn't a two, right? I incorrectly marked it. This here is actually a four. And then this is a two, this is a three. So that makes this a two. Now, twos are a little bit more secure. Uh, we still have these two here that are tied to these two. Let's go back to threes, I guess. One of these two are a three. And then any of these three can be a three. So I feel like we should go down here. And these threes are tied. Cool. There's only one missing from here, and it is a nine. Which, kind of a good thing. So one, two, three. One of these are a four. So there has to be a four over here. What? Oh, wait, what is this? Hmm? One second. Um, Okay, it's like actually serious info. Oh my gosh, where am I at? So we still have ones that are tied. If we take a look at twos, oh, just that's a really funny answer that this person just gave. So we have to do a 3 to 4 minute presentation on an academic paper on Thursday, and this person just said that that they won't be there, and so they wrote down any part, and it's 10 parts. They wrote down every single part for this, and it's that's hilarious because I was unironically thinking about doing the same thing of like, okay, I can just take this on my own, make a presentation, and make the people read and talk about it. That is hilarious that we kind of thought about the same thing. Uh, would I have been able to do it? I don't know. It would have been a lot of effort, and like, very long to do. But that really hasn't stopped me before. What I do know is that this here is a four, which makes one of these two here a four. Um, and from there, like any of these two or either of these two are a four, and they're tied to up here. From there, what should we be looking at? I'm not entirely sure. Wait, what happened here? What's the deal with eights? Okay, this here is an eight. Sweet. Does that help? It does because it limits the eights down to these two, which is pretty sweet. Um, any of these three can still be an eight, so I don't want to say anything about that. Let's go back to where we at sixes. The sixes are done. Sevens are done. Did we fives? What do we have for fives? So this here is a 2-5 pair, which is honestly kind of sweet when I think about it. This here is a 5 because of it's the last one in both the section and column. But that does turn one of these two into a 5, which is pretty sweet. If that's a big thing, we could probably just deal with it later. We now need to look at eights. Did we already look at eights? I believe we did. Yeah. They look at nines instead. So this here is a 9, which makes this over here an 8. Is there not another 8 that was tied to it? I really thought that there was, but okay. So that means that one of these two is an 8, here and here. And there's only one way that all three of these work, and it is with this being a 1. And does that complete the 1s? It does. If we go back to the 2s now, still we have these two 2s that are tied, and we don't know the answer, which that sucks. If we take a look at 1s, these are actually all filled out already. So this has to be a 4, and this has to be a 5, and this has to be a 1. So it actually helps us out here for this. So now the ones are done. Twos are still tied. We take a look at threes. Where on earth are we at? One of these two are a three. One of these three are a three. So we need to find the three in here, which we can do with the eights more than likely. This here has to be an 8, which means this here has to be a 3, which makes this an 8. That helps tremendously. Unironically, it helps tremendously. So this here's a 4. It has to be a 4. Ones are done. Twos are still wishy-washy. Where are we at on threes? This here, that's a 3, which turns this one over here into a 3. Now, the threes are done. Where are we at on the fours, man? The fours? Are they still tied? No, they're not. This here's a 4, which completes the, it doesn't complete the fours, which completes the fours now. So this is a 9, this is a 2, this is a 5, this is another 2, and now we have to figure out what's going on in this row. We have 1, we have a 2, we have a 3, we have a 4, we need a 5. There's a 5 right here, that means this is a 5. We have a 6, we have a 7, we have an 8, we're looking for 9s. This is a 9, and that's the puzzle. And apparently this was a hard one. Okay, now I would like to try an expert one, because an expert one seems very difficult. I would assume it's very difficult. Let's see what it has in store for us. Just to be clear, I am still streaming on both. I have one person watching, which is going to be myself because of the way that it's set up. This here's a 5. Why would they do that? This here's also a 5. And then this is a 5. The 5s are now done. I know that just for a fact. 5s are now done. This over here is a 1. If we take a look at 2s, and but the thing is, we only have 2 1s, which is all that we can, nope. This here's a 1. And that's all we can determine from the 1s. We take a look at 2s. What do we have going on? I know for a fact this here's a 2, which shows me that one of these 2 over here are a 2, which means not enough. Besides, this is possibly a 2. So that's 2's done. Yeah, that's 2's done. Right? I'm just double checking everything. Yeah, that's 2's done. If we take a look at 3's now, what do we have going on? So one of these 2 are a 3. What do we have going on now? I know for a fact this down here, that's a 3. And I know for a fact over here, this is a 3. That shows me that over here, one of these 2 are a 3. See, Sudoku can be simple as you let it, honestly. One of these 2 are a 3. And what does that show? It shows that one of these 2 over here are a 3. Like, it can be hard. What they're giving me here is not hard. If we take a look at 4s, what do we have going on with the 4s? I know that this 4, that this over here, this is a 4. which shows me over here one of these two are a 4. And then one of these two are a 4. Here's the crazy thing. I know this is a 4, which makes this a 2, which makes over here a 4. I am on fire right now. Which shows one of these two are a 4. And these 4s are tied together. Like, this is... It cannot become easier. Like, if you ever wanted to learn how to play a Sudoku, right now is the time, right? You have expert mode. You have expert mode being one of the easiest levels here. Currently, at least, right? I could be very wrong. I could get stumped in just a few seconds. Who knows? I did 4s, right? These are marked, and these are marked. Let's take a look at the 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5s are done. Take a look at the 6s. We have only a couple 6s. But from the 6s that we do have, we know that one of these two are 6s. And because of these two, we know one of these two are a 6. So we really can't know a lot about 6s right now. Actually, we can learn a little bit more. One of these two over here are a 6. So it's literally a plug and play. I know that this one here is a 7, which shows me that one of these two over here are a 7. It's really beautiful when you look at a Sudoku. It can take your breath away if you're not careful, that is. Let's see, what do we have here? I guess I'm going to switch over to 8s. 8s. I don't have a lot of things going on. However, what I do have is this is the last space in this square, and there's not an 8. So that shows me something. It shows me that not only is this an 8, this is a 7. And then this one's a 3. Which shows that this is a 3. And that's the crazy thing about Sudokus. They make you feel better about yourself because on Sudoku.com, expert is one of the easier ones. Man, what do I need to look at here? So over here, we have an 8 and an 8. Why is this 2 allowed? Why is there a 2 here? There's a 2 up here. This 2 should not be here. Now, either of these can be a 2 over here. That's fine. I don't know why I have a 2 over here. I have no idea why. We can take a look at 2s. Sure, absolutely. Any of these 4 can be a 2. Any of these 2 can be a 2. And one of these 2 are a 2, which makes it a 2-6 pair. And then from there, one of these 3 can be a 2, and any of these 4 can be a 2, actually. Nope, only one of these 2 can be a 2. I caught myself. If we take a look at something like a 3, what do we have going on here with the 3s? One of these 2 are a 3 because of this and this. From there, we already have these 3s marked. I think that's pretty much... Yeah, those are the only 3s we have left. We take a look at something like a 4. What can we find? We don't find much. A lot of incest, honestly. Take a look at a 5. What do we have? 5s are done. I completely forgot about the 5s being done. There is, however, one thing left in this right here. What is it? It's a 1. Let me fix that. It's a 1. What other ones do we have? We have a 1 here, which is great. And we have a 1 definitively here or here. From there, what do we got? It shows that this here is in fact a 1. Over here, Either of these can be a 1. Are there anything that we don't have marked? Yes, we do. This can be a 1 and this can be a 1. And then any of these three can be a 1. I don't know which. I'm not too worried right now about which. Do we have something for the 2s? Please tell me we have something for the 2s. We got nothing for the 2s. Absolutely nothing for the 2s. Wait, there is something missing here, though. Can you guess what it is? It's an 8. I fucked it. It's an 8. Does that show me something about the 8s? No. Besides, this here is an 8. Which is solid, because that means this one is a 1. What are we now missing? We're missing a 7. Which makes this over here, this is a 7, which makes this a 6. Incredible. Over here, I'm missing a 1. Makes this a 1, which makes this a 1, and it helps a lot. Because this is a 2, and then now this is a 2. So it's solid investment advice from your grandfather. I now know that this is a 2 because of these two 2s that I just kind of threw in. This is a 2, which makes this a 2, which makes this a 6. From there, I kind of have to figure out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there an 8 in this row? Is there a 9 in this row? There's a 9 in this row. So this is an 8, which makes this over here a 9. And it honestly helps. We have a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, a 6, a 7. No 8. Why no 8? It deserves an 8. It always deserves an 8. That means that this over here is an 8. And I feel like I'm missing an 8. I am right here. That's the 8's done. Let's see what we have in this box. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Missing a 6. That goes there. What else do we have? One of these two is a 6. What do we have over here? We have a 6 here and a 6 here. That makes this over here a 6. What does that show? It means this right here is a 6. Which shows that down here, one of these two is a 6, but there's a 6 here, which makes this a 6, and this a 4. Which makes this one also a 4, which makes this one a 3. So let's fill in some of the boxes that we don't have yet. We have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5, 6. I'm missing a 7. Oh my gosh. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh, I need a 9. I might as well just fill in a 9 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, I need another 9. Are you kidding me? We need a 1, a 2. We're missing a 3. Let's take a look at the 3s. What do we have here? Oh man, the only place a 3 can be is right here. What a shame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's not a 7. Let's take a look at the 7s. We got a 7 here. We got a 7 right here. We have a 7 down here. Only other place a 7 can be is right here. Let's start back counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 9 we're missing. That's the puzzle. On an expert difficulty? Are you kidding me? Let's crank it up one more notch. Let's take a look at Master. But before I do that, I would like to thank our sponsors. 40 barrels. 40-gallon barrels of Red 40. That's what I'd like to thank tonight. They are honestly, they're one of the best. Much appreciation. Much respect. Let's take a look. On a master level, 52%. Let's see what's going on here. We have 2 1s here and only 1 empty space over here. So this is a 1. We know that one of these two is a 1 now. Because there's a 1 down here. We just kind of work our way up. You know that one of these three is a 1, but we don't mark them because it's not 2. We know that literally any of these can be a 1. All right, let's take a look at more 1s. What do we have going on here? We know that one of these three are 1. We don't know where, though. So now, let's take a look at 2s. What do we know about 2s? One of these two is a 2. One of these three is a 2. And this one has to be a 2 because of this 2. So this here, this is definitely a 2. There we go. From there, we know that these two fill up these bottom rows. And then there's a 2 down here, which shows that one of these two is a 2. Let's take a look at the 3s now. What do we have for the 3s, good sir? Well, in the top row here, we have these two being taken up by a 3, and then this one being taken up by a 3, which makes this one a 3. What does that show? We now have a 2 blank down here for a 3. So because we have 2, let's just mark these guys as a 3. And I think that's it for the 3s for now. Let's move on. We take a look at the 4s. We know one of these two is a 4. We don't know which, but we know that one of them is. And then one of these three is a 4. Is a 4. We don't know which. We know one of them is. So let's just leave them for now. What we do know is in this bottom left corner, these two are taken up by this 4. And then this one right here is taken up by this 4. So I know that this one here is a 4. From there, we can show that one of these two is a 4. We don't know which, but one of them. And then, that's all that we know about the 4s. Take a look at 5s now. What do we have going on? We know that one of these two is a 5 because of these two and this one. Are there anything else that I can deduce about the 5s? Yes, I know that this one down here is in fact a 5. What does that show me? Nothing actually. But it's good to know. If we take a look at the 6s now, what on earth do we have for 6s? Let's see. So, we know that these two... Are you kidding me? I meant to mark these two as 6s. I feel bad now, because now I know that this is a 6. I did not mean to do that. I apologize. What I know now, I don't know if that affects anything, honestly, but I do know that one of these two are a 6. Let's take a look at the 7s. Can we talk about the 7s? I want to talk about the 7s. Let's see. This one here has to be a 7. So this is a 7, which makes this a 4. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. One of these two down here are a 7. From there, we really don't know much about 7s. That's all that we can figure out. All that I can figure out. I'll put it that way. Let's go look at the 8s now. What do we got for 8s? Not a lot. Actually, there is something that we can learn. Over here, this is definitely an 8. Because of this 8 blocking up the other ones. What do we have left in this? So we have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Can I show that there's a 4? Can't. Let's continue. We have a 5. We have a 6. Somewhere on the board. I don't know where the 6 is here either. I'm just going to go ahead and mark both of these as a 4 and a 6. What if we take a look at... did we already do... We already did 7s. Shame. I don't know what's going on here. Let's go over to the 8s. Can we learn anything about the 8s? Nothing? Absolutely nothing? A jack squat. We take a look at 9s. What do we have here for the 9s? We do know that one of these two are a 9, and one of these two are a 9. Because of 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm missing a 5. So one of these two are a 5, and one of these two are a 9, which are going to be tied to these. And if I can solve one of these, I can solve all 4 of them, or I can at least know where the 9s are. If we take a look at 6s, yes, the 6s. One of these two are a 6. We already have that. What's going on here? There's something tricky. 1, 2, 3 places a 6 can be. And do need a 6 down here. One of these 3 are a 6, but I can't prove which. Take a look at the 7s now. Do we have something for 7s? I don't believe we do. That's a shame. That really is. Really. I feel like there's something that I can do. I don't know what yet. Take a look at the 8s. Not much going on there. 9s. Come on, man. Show me something good. There's nothing good going on here. Besides, I now know that one of these two are a 9. We're going back to the 1s, baby. We are deucing it out with the 1s. If we continue, what on earth are we seeing? Not a lot. I will say it is not a lot. Okay, take a look at 2s. Once again, come on, save us, number 2. Wow. What I do know, right here, has to be a 2. This here's a 2, which makes this a 7. We continue looking at 2s. Right here is a 2. From there, I think that means that right here is also a 2, which is crazy because this is a 6 and now this is a 5. If we continue looking at 2s, we now know that one of these two are a 2. From there, it's, it's up and down. It's up and down. It's all around. We do the hokey pokey and we turn ourselves around. What if we look at the 3s? Come on, the magical 3s. We know one of these two are a 3. Unfortunately, that's it. That's all that we can know at this point. Well, we do know that one of these two are a 3, which shows that one of these two are a 3. Actually, what do we have left in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing an 8. Sure, absolutely. I'm willing to look at that. What's going on here? Oh, we can fill this in. This is a 6, and then this is a 4. We were still looking at 3s, honestly. Let's keep going looking at 4s now. So, this here, wait, what? Oh, okay. This is a 4, which makes this a 4. And now the 4s, still not solved. It's about to be with this 4. Now the 4s are solved. What if we look at a 5? If we look at a 5, what on earth do we have going on here? What we know is that one of these two are a 5. From there, it's basically the Wild West. It's kind of iffy. I don't want to get into it. So let's go and take a look at number 6. What's going on with the 6s? So we have one of these two being a 6. And actually, something quite interesting. This here, this is a 6. What? Oh my gosh, because this can be a 6. Oh Lord. This is a 6. This is a 3. I feel terrible now. This is a 6. And this is a 6, making this a 3. And from there, I feel like I can probably solve a 3. I can probably solve the 3s. Can I? Yes. 3, 8. Still can't, can I? That's actually, yes, I can. 3. Last 3 is here, which shows this last 3. Sweet. 3s are now done. Where were we at? Let's look at 1s. What do we got for 1s? Once again, still not a lot. Besides, one of these two are a 1. From there, it's pretty wishy-washy. Take a look at 2s. Where are we at on these 2s? I feel like I should already be able to figure out these 2s. I can do something here that figures out the 2s. Oh my lordy. We got 3 3s. Absurd. The 4s are already solved. Oh my gosh. That is quite enticing in my opinion. Let's see. Any of these 3 can be a 5. I can't mark any of the 5s, which is hilarious. Take a look at 6s. It appears that all of these 6s are already marked. And these 6s are complete. Let us look at the 7s. Or the 7s. Over here, this is a 7. From there, this is a 7. Which makes this a 7. Oh my gosh. And this is a 7, which makes this a 7. Oh man, 7s are done. Dunzo. Easy, which makes this a 1, this a 5, this a 9, this a 5. What on earth do we have from here? Over here is a 5. Great, honestly. I was waiting for it. Definitely. 5s are done. 6s, we have all the 6s done. 7s, we have all of the 7s done. 8s, we're missing a few 8s. So this is an 8. And this is an 8. This is an 8. And this is an 8. What else? This is an 8. This is a 9. This is a 1. This is a 1, which makes this a 1. And this is a 1. Sweet. Just finish out the rest of them here. This is a 9. This is a 9. And this is a 9. Oh wait, we got a master done. I didn't realize. Tell you what, let's go. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. I should take some Benadryl. Excuse me for one moment. I'm gonna start a new game. I'm gonna start an extreme, and I'm gonna pause it. Oh, I just screwed up. I just screwed up really bad. I'm okay, but I just screwed up really bad. That hurt. When I was swallowing, I didn't let my throat relax, so it tensed up and hurt quite bad, honestly. And another swig also just really hurt. Oh man, that's great. Okay, I'm gonna let that calm down for a second. And I need another swig. Hang on. Make sure I washed all the Benadryl down. From there, let's go. We have ones. We have right here and right here marked as a one. From there, we have one of these two marked as a one. From there, we have one of these two marked as a one. And that means right here has to be a one, which makes this a one. It's it's honestly crazy how easy some of this can be. Genuinely. Let's see what we have going on here. I believe that's all that we can know about the ones. Well, not exactly. One of these two are a one. Is that almost all the ones marked? Yeah, we're just missing down here because it's a four. What if we take a look at twos? We know one of these two are a two. Okay. From there, what do we know? One of these four, and then one of these four. After that, we really don't know much. We do not, which is kind of a shame. If we take a look at the threes, what do we have? We have two threes, which gives us three and a three here. Which means, nope, that doesn't. Okay, sweet. Like any of these can be a three. And I don't know about the threes. Now, if we look at the fours, I'm sure we can find something. So one of these are a four. From there, though, I'm not too sure. Although it's more than likely one of these two are a four, but I can't prove it. So, it is what it is. Because, like, for all I know, this could be a four, and that would mean one of these two aren't a four. I don't know what this means. My sister just sent me a text. My sister is like freaking out. Wait, what the? Hang on, I need to look this up. 323 area code. I need to look this up. Yeah, no, it's a. So I used to text my sister on a fake number trying to be creepy. And now she's actually getting fake texts from a bot, and then she just texted me and said, "No, stop texting me if you're doing like creepy shit. Like legit stop." And I'm telling her, "This isn't me. This is an actual just bot. You need to block them." I don't know if she believes me or not. That's kind of funny, right? It came back to me, and like I don't do that kind of trolling anymore because it's just I just don't enjoy it. Actually, give me a second. I want to look up this number just really quick. So what is it? Caller ID lookup.com, is that it? That's not it. So it's 323-241-9636. I need to prove that I'm not a bot by clicking the traffic lights and bikes. Apparently, that's not it. I have to find the cars in this. 3 cars and a bike. Does the bike count as a car? It doesn't. Sweet. Really? It's not going to show me like anything about it? No, that's not it at all. It was a like weird one. I want to paste this. It doesn't show the fucking thing that it's looked up that's sent to. Gotta go on the second page. Are you kidding me? Yeah, numberlookup.com. Is this what I need to type in? Let's see. Probably not. I'm assuming this is a bot as well. Fire hydrants are going to be a lot easier to figure out. This is also a fire hydrant. We verify this is probably also going to be fake, right? It is. Sweet. Yeah, this is definitely not a real thing, so I don't even want to mention this. Um, this might be. No, this is also 100% fake, but it's fine. 100% fake. This is a fake app. Spydialer.com is fake. Why do I not? Actually, I believe I should have it saved as a bookmark, maybe? Let's see. Hang on. Why do I not? I can't seem to find it, honestly. Which is bad. No, that's not it. That's not it either. Really. I can't find what I'm looking for, apparently. It was a really dumb name. Why do I not have it saved? Okay, I need to pause this. Like, unironically. I have to find whatever the fuck it's called. Where is it? And I don't remember what it's. It was an old ass website. It might not even be up anymore, honestly. I don't want to do uh hmm no, bunch of stuff on the Apple Store. Oh, wait a second. Coco Finder. Let's see what we have going on here. What is on cocofinder.com? Is this free? It redirects me to Spokio or Spoko. I don't know which one. I believe this is a paid one though, which I don't really care about this. I don't think it's going to be enough info anyways. Yeah, it wants me to pay for it, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, it wants me to pay for it. No, I'm not paying for this. It had a very simple name. Why can I not seem to find it though? Like it was incredibly basic. It was literally like caller ID lookup.net. Hmm, what's in here? Really? So useful, man. This is a fake website. Um, and that was it. So I need to like show to her that I would use. Yeah, no, I'm trying to rectify something with her of like trying to show her that it's not me. You could just legitimately she just needs to block them. I don't really mess with iMessage, and so I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, okay. I wanted to show something to her, and I don't know if she quite got the message or not. Um, we don't know enough about fives. So here's what I sent her. So I sent her from one of just a number that I was using. I said, so I'd use a local number, so it would make sense that other person is an actual bot. Just block them. And she just said, "Dear gosh." I said, "This is from Tyler." She said, "I know." Like, yeah, if I was gonna troll her, I would do it from right. I would do it from a local number. That number that she showed was from California, and that wasn't me. I I'm not that cringe and like that bad with how I would troll someone. Uh, I don't know how else to put it besides like, yeah, no, it's not me. If it was me, I would own up to it, right? But I'm just kind of past that. Um, I don't do that anymore. I used to when I was younger because like yeah, it was kind of funny. Wait, this is wrong. These are fives. Means these are fives. Let's take a look at sixes. What do we have for sixes? Not much. We take a look at sevens. We have a little bit more, just not enough. We do know that this here is a seven. Um, eight. One of these is an eight, so this is a 3-8 air, oddly enough. And from there, this here is an eight. That means that one of these two is an eight. From there, I don't know. What do we have? Not much. Okay, let's go to nines. We have three nines, which is more useful than you would think, because we now know that one of these two are a nine. I think that's all that we can know. Nope, not quite. One of these two is a nine, which means one of these two is a nine. Sweet. That is better than nothing. If we go back to ones, what do we have going on here? Still not enough info. So we're just gonna have to skip over ones. Go to twos now. Um, one of these are a two, and then any of these four can be a two, as well as like any of these and any of these. So let's just skip over this and go to threes. I feel like there's something that I can do with threes. I'm just not aware of what it is. Um, Let me think. for a second. I got nothing. So let's go to fours. One of these are a four. And that's all that I have. Let's take a look at fives. We really only have two fives. That's not very useful. Can I look at 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. No threes. There's 1, 4. No fives. And no sixes. Okay. 5, 6. Only 1 6. Sevens. Nothing for sevens, really. We got jack shit for the sevens. 8. It's got to be something I'm missing. There has to be something that I'm missing. There has to be. Any of these three can be an 8. But nines. One of those are 9. This could be a 9. This can be a 9. I don't know. Let's go back to the basics. Back to the ones. What do we have going on here? We take a look at the twos. One of these have to be a 2. Um, one of these have to be a 2. Any of these can be a 2. I'm gonna use a hint. I'm gonna use a hint here. This is one of the first times I'm ever using a hint. Let's try it. Wait, no, I didn't mean to pause it. I want to use a hint. So, okay. Pay attention to these cells and the highlighted areas. So looking at ones, what does that show? In this column, there's only one cell remaining that can contain a 1. Oh my lord. Yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Does that help at all? No, it doesn't. Well, it will, just not right now. So a guy in my building just said, I lent my charger or my computer charger out the other day. I need that back. And the guy just responded, lend? Yeah, you ain't getting that back. I think I said, yeah, I see. He was like, rookie mistake. Oh man. That's that's funny. That is unironically funny. to see that that can happen to someone, like you have to know the person personally if you're gonna lend out something like that. I gave one of my friends a laptop, and like I even told him, like, I can just give you this. This is an old one. I don't use it anymore. I don't I have a better one. And he was it's it's a good thing that he had one, right? He's from Nigeria. He didn't come here with like a laptop or anything. He was like, I don't like doing this on my phone. So I gave him my old one and I was like, hey, if you want, you can use this. It doesn't work well, but and like you have to keep it on the charger, but it's something. God, I don't even remember that. Why do I not remember that? Like I don't remember. No, I gave it to him. I don't remember when. That's odd. Whatever. It's fine. Why do I not? Why can I not tell anything else here? Oh my lord. If we take a look at nines, one of these are a nine. That's I have to use another hint. Oh my gosh. Are missing or filled in correctly. All possible numbers for each cell have to be filled in correctly as notes. What the fuck? That's that's a terrible hint. No, it isn't. And here's why. It shows a lot of singles. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's because I didn't have autofill on. You're joking. It's because autofill doesn't exist on here. The only way to find another hint is to be like, oh, the rest of these have to be filled in properly. That sucks. I should not have to have that as a thing ever. I have to. You're saying that in order to be decent at this, I have to fill in all the possible answers? That is absurd. And I'm sure there's still a single somewhere that I'm just somehow missing. Um, there is right here. I'm so disappointed in this. Unironically, that the only way to find the answer is to have these have the possible ones filled out for you. That's genuinely upsetting to me. Is that that's the way to do this. It should be a fun puzzle. It shouldn't have to be painstaking to fill out the rest of these. It really shouldn't. Um, if you're like unironically doing this, don't. This is no, this isn't like a fun way to do it. What did I just do? 8, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a 9. Because this takes the fun out of it. Like, what? This is wrong. This is wrong. One of these is a 3. Oh, it's because I accidentally put a 3 in. That's what it is. So this is a 3. This is a 4. This is a 6. A 3. A 2. 5. 3. 6. 6. 5. 3. 4. 8. 6. There we go. 3 and an 8. I don't feel good about this solve. I don't. I really don't. I feel bad about this solve. This is not a good solve. I'm gonna stop the stream now because this was disturbing to me to do. When the hint is that you have to fill in every possible answer. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Y'all have a great night. But no, I'm not gonna do. No, the fuck?